noticed here lately, you see, or you hear them, motorcycles that are real loud. The motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
Yeah, they're real loud.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything for them performance-wise. It's just loud. But another funny thing is they're against the law. You know? I know one time, I know maybe a year or two ago in St. Nicholas, the PNP were pulling guys over on motorcycles that were too loud and impounding them, confiscating these motorcycles. And when they got them back is when they paid the fine, which I have no idea what the fine was. I know it was like maybe like 1,000 or 2,000, but that's a lot of money to people in the Philippines. Maybe even more, and they still do it.
They won't allow that kind of loud, especially inside the town.
Yeah, but I think you hear it every day, Miles, up and down this road. I think it sounds like crap. I think it makes the motorcycle sound tinky.
Very annoying.
Yeah, it is very annoying. But they think, just, I don't know, it's not a Harley, so get that out of your head. But, like right now, it's quiet. What time do you think it usually gets? What times of the day do you think it gets really busy? Usually in the morning when people are going to work.
Morning, and then in the afternoon, 4:30 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bumper to bumper traffic, but there is, back people.
Those people went back, go back home from work.
Yeah. But unfortunately, you got them motorcycles, man, and it just seems sometimes they get louder and louder, and it doesn't do anything for the performance. All it is the muffler, I don't get it. They asked me, I took my Evo out, and some guy stopped at the Yellow House to get some ketchup and ice cream. Guy asked me if I was going to put a different exhaust system. I was like, no. Why? I'm 58 years old, man. I ain't a kid. I don't need loud. My hearing is almost shot as it is. And you think I'm going to want to... No. And plus, knowing me, being an Americano, and the police sees me riding down the street with a loud-ass motorcycle, they're going to grab me. Because they know I can pay the fine. You know that. Come on. You know that. But I think it sounds stupid. Doesn't do anything for the performance. It just makes it loud. And I don't care what anybody says. I know enough about motorcycles to know that just leave it the way the engineers designed that motorcycle alone. Leave it alone. Because the way they
want to change
the exhaust. That's all they do is they change the exhaust system. That the engineers designed these motorcycles to run at the performance that is required of them. Putting an exhaust system on, also doesn't make it. I'm sorry. I drove one here, okay, and I gave it much throttle as I possibly can. It didn't go. Actually, I felt like it was going, like it was struggling. As far as picking up speed, it drove like it was struggling, and it was loud. And I couldn't stay on that motorcycle very long. It was just too loud, man. I was like, no. I like the Evo though. But it's nice though, don't it?
Even the Gixxer.
Huh?
The Gixxer.
Oh, the Gixxer.
Not very loud.
No, well, it's no need to be. Leave it at factory specs. Leave it alone. Now I can see if you had a car like a 57 Chevy or a GTO or something like that, that's a whole different story. That when they put headers on it and stuff like that. But these motorcycles have 150, 125 cc's, 150 cc's. It's only going to go so fast. Yeah, well, see in the States we call them scooters. Here they call them motorcycles. That's a scooter. Yeah. So the Evo is a Yamaha NMAX wannabe, okay, but at a lower price. The NMAX, I've seen them as high as 170,000 pesos, which is 2,000, maybe $3,000. I paid what, 92, 93 for ours?
94.
Huh?
94.
94,000 for it. And there, you know, the only, like I said, the only thing I got to change on it is the suspension and the rear suspension, because that's one of the number one problems that everybody has with the Evo, is that the suspension, it bottoms out. So I got to put a little bit heavy duty in it. I'm not in a rush, okay? Is it like, oh, I got to do it right now? No,
What?
no, I don't.
What do you mean? How did you
See, okay, we call it, see the ones that look like shock absorbers, the one with the springs on it?
Yeah.
That. It's not a, it's a defect, it's a flaw in the design. You got to put something more heavy duty on it, because the weight of the bike doesn't match the suspension. So if you go over like you hit a pothole or something like that, it drops and you bottom out in it. But like I said, I'm not in no rush. I'm not one of them guys that got one out and do something. I'll get it when I get it. Now if I would decide to go to the SOM, take a ride through the SOM, I would make sure I have it. Miles doesn't want to go with me.
No,
She just doesn't want to go for the ride.
I'm feeling sleepy for that long, that far. Oh, I don't like. I'm worried if I am sleep. I fall
She's worried
asleep
she'll
at
fall asleep on it. But I mean, yeah, I guess Miles got a switch in her ass. If she's sitting for a long period of time, she starts dozing. I was even thinking about taking the Suzuki and trading it in and get me another bike, like a 175, not a 125, not a 150, a 175, and putting a sidecar on it. And there, she could sleep all she wants all day long in that. And I'll drive to the SOM. Will take us about 8-hour drive to get there. It's not that far. It's just where you got to go. It's so stupid. The SOM, you got to go from here to the SOM. You got to go up north, or across these and come down south. In other words, it's no direct route. It's more like a roundabout route. I mean, there's some highways in the States like that, but they're not to that extreme. You know, and it's just, it is what it is because of the mountains. They can't go through the mountains. They can't. The mountain, they just can't do it. I talked to an engineer and he says, nah, man, they can't do it. Going through the mountains, everything like that. And plus, because of the type of soil it is, it's not very sturdy, you know what I mean, for landslides and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the road did...
Yeah, until now it's still closed.
What, the...
Yeah. In Pansyan.
Pansyan?
In Pagudpud.
That's up in the mountains here. That's the way of the SOM. You gotta go through mountains. It's really known for landslides.
Every time when they remove the dirt at the bottom, the dirt up there will drop.
Come down.
Come down again.
When we went through there one time, they didn't have a landslide, but a couple months before that, they had a landslide, and you could still, I mean, it's...
Even single motor cannot pass
Yeah.
it.
It's...
Totally closed.
So, what do they do for a landslide? Does all traffic stop, or is there another route they can go?
Traffic stop. Oh, they already totally closed the road.
So how do people go from here to the SOM?
No more.
You can't?
No. Even the motorcycle or even single motor cannot passing through the...
So I guess the real only way, which you really don't want to do, is go down south towards Manila and then go back up north, right? And that's long?
Yeah. There is one more way, but you go to Ilocos Sur, then going to Abra. You know that Abra, where the strong earthquake. You pass by that Abra and then Kalinga Apayao.
I guess.
And then enter to Lasam now. Lasam.
So how long does it take you to...
It's just one day, of course. Maybe it's
So there is another route you can go.
yeah. There is another out, but it you don't know what time you arrive where from here to your um, to the place where you
See, what I would say, if I was a single guy, okay, I wasn't married, and I didn't have no girlfriend. Well, it doesn't matter if I had a girlfriend or not. I wouldn't do what I wanted to. Is I would come to the Philippines, buy a motorcycle with no intention of keeping it, just buying it, because you can buy a motorcycle here for what, 30,000 pesos, okay?
30 to
That's
40,000.
$600. You could stay here for 3-4 months, and you could backpack it on a motorcycle. I'm serious, man. And you can go. Oh, I wouldn't take a bicycle, but you can backpack it on a motorcycle. Just drive from one end to the other end, and from one edge to the other end.
You make it sure you can find check it a hotel or travelers
Well, that's
in.
why you take a little tent with you, just in case.
Yeah.
People do it all the time. You know, I'm not saying here, but people do it all the time. I mean, you have to worry about certain people. You might. I don't know. Rebels and stuff like that. I don't know. But I know your driver's license is good for 90 days here.
3 months.
Yeah, 90 days. Alright, so if you come here for 3 months and just, you could tour all of the Philippines in 3 months. You know? Just set up goals. Say, okay, I want to go from here to this town that you know is, I mean, the internet, you can find anything on the internet nowadays. I want to go to this hotel or this Travelers Inn, spend a night there, get me a nice hot shower, eat a decent meal, get up the next morning, take off. I mean,
Continue your journey.
I mean, everything's open. Everything's open up. More and more each day, you see less people with masks on. People are so fed up with that. Here, more and more. The only people you really see wearing is PNP.
Yeah.
You know, but the way the president basically said, you know, you ain't gotta wear them no more. But use common sense. In other words, if you go into a crowded mall, I wear it. I wear it. Or if we go, like when we go to the market, wear it. Stuff like that. But out and about like it was, inside your car by yourself, you ain't gotta wear a damn mask. That was so stupid. You see somebody driving in a car by themselves and they got a mask on. Who the hell are they afraid of?
Mandatory anymore. Voluntarily wear if you want. But still, I will wear the mask in shopping mall, in crowded places.
A lot of it's common sense, though. A lot of it's common. I mean, if you go to a place and it's crowded, I wear it, you know. But if you're like now, I mean, at one time, man, if you were inside your yard and you walked out to the public road and the police saw you, they give you a ticket for it. You know, and it's like
for the past 2 years,
yeah. I don't know. You don't know what to think anymore. You really don't. You really don't know what to think. Part of you is saying, oh, y'all can go to hell, I ain't doing this no more. And part of you is like, well, I don't want to be paying fines. I think that's why a lot of people were at one time doing it, because they didn't want to pay the stupid fines, you know. But, like I said, Philippines is basically open now. I don't know any place. Do you know any provinces that are shut down still?
No.
I felt sorry for local service. They were closed for the longest time. Even when they started in Ilocos Norte area, which is the province I live in, even though they were opened up, we go to the beach, and you can actually look to you when you're on our beach, sitting on the beach. You look over to the left. In the distance, you could see Ilocos Sur beaches. They were completely empty. And then
Now they are already open.
yeah. So. But yeah, it was just like, and the local service got a lot of history there. Very, very strong Spanish influence.
Yeah, yeah.
What town? Vegan, right?
Vegan.
Yeah, Vegan has a very strong Spanish
You
influence
can,
there.
you can see the antique house.
Yeah, the architect,
Yeah.
you can see that, yeah, the Spanish influence there. But yeah, I'm just glad this. And I'll tell you, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do if they start talking about something else. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to deal with it.
No more.
Poke me with a fork, I'm done. You know. I think most of the people in the world are basically give the government the big middle finger and say, I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm done. No, I had it. No, you're not giving me another vaccine. No, you ain't doing it. Now I'm not trying to start anything, but I'm just saying, you know, just
Yeah,
listen.
they are giving now the second booster. No, 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 no. I don't like to have another booster.
No, no. Like I said, ever since I've got the juice put in my body, my sores take forever to heal. I mean, forever. Yeah, I'm done. Poke me with a fork. I'm done. I mean, people's frustration levels were like through the freaking roof. They were tired of it. I mean, there's actual people that thought they had the right to tell, and I'm talking about common, everyday people, thought they had the right to tell other people what to do. You know? Didn't matter what you believed, or didn't matter what you were thinking. You do as they tell you what to do. Excuse me, you. Who are you? Did I vote for you in office somewhere? No. Then shut up. Get away from me. You know? You've seen that a lot. Thought they could tell other people what to do. It's the law. No, there was never a law passed. I don't care what anybody says. I have my opinions on this whole ordeal we went through for the past 2.5, 3 years. But I know I can't say it on here because, you know, your opinions don't matter. You do as Big Brother says. So I'll just keep my mouth shut. Yeah, they'll take the video down. If you go against the talking points, they shut you down.
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook,
Yeah.
and all the others, yeah. Censorship. You talk against the narrative. The talking points. They all get together and say, okay, what's the talking points for today?
And a lot of YouTubers, they shut down their
Yep.
YouTube channels.
Yeah, they shut down their channels. Or suspended them or put them in YouTube jail, I guess you would say, just like they got
But
Facebook.
they cannot
Facebook
teach-
does the same
They
thing.
cannot teach Filipino. If they shut down, they create another account again.
Yeah. That's why I'm so glad I left the United States and I see what's going on there. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on there. And people ask me, why'd you leave? What? They see here, they came up with some crazy things, but they didn't have people yelling and screaming. They don't have people yelling and screaming in your face because you don't believe what they believe. Well, I think we said it. I said it enough before I end up in jail. Still waiting on my MBI.
What if we cannot wait their email or call?
I haven't gotten an email from them yet, so.
Yeah, that's why I said we will go alone. without notifying us.
Well, they said 3 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Nah, the guy was saying 3. I'm telling you what the guy told me. He said, nah, 3 weeks. Up to 3 weeks. Alright, man. I think we said enough. If you stayed this long in this video, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time. Come back tomorrow. Come sit down and have a chat with us. But while you're at it, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, like button, and hit the subscribe, man. It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Talk to y'all later. Love yous. Peace out. Bye.